Okay, so let's see here. I don't know who's showing up first, but hello and welcome to our training. This is Christy Malone, Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I guess I should show you a disclaimer. I can do that still. But basically, me and Sandy here, and I'll let her introduce herself in a minute, are independent ambassadors. Plexus Worldwide doesn't claim, this is of our own initiative. Plexus Worldwide doesn't claim to cure or prevent any illnesses or disease. I think that's about all the disclaimer is. I'll make sure I'll post a disclaimer below the YouTube video online. But we're happy to be here because yesterday was Super Saturday, and Sandy got to go, and she's super knowledgeable about her plexus, and I thought she'd be the perfect person to do a recap about it all. So I'll let Sandy introduce herself and maybe tell you a little bit about her plexus journey, and then I'll give my spiel too after her, and then we're going to get into what she learned at the training. Okay, Sandy, it's all yours.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandy Johnson, Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I started with Plexus back in the summer, I guess maybe 5 months ago, and started the products mostly for energy because I had a baby at 40, and after having her and nursing, getting up several times a night, I just found that I was really exhausted, especially with my Hashimoto's disease. After starting Plexus, which I started just for the products, I soon found that I was sleeping amazing and had a lot more energy, was just really feeling a lot better, more motivation. And after 6 weeks, I had my thyroid medication reduced for the first time ever in the decade since my diagnosis. And I stuck at that point consistently, and I'm about to go have my blood work done again, see how that's going. After I don't know, a few weeks on the products, I just couldn't help but share and started my journey, promoted to Silver back 2 months ago, and just keep on trying to build my business.
That's awesome. And Sandy's been such an asset to our team. Before she joined Plexus, she knew her stuff about health and eating well and eating clean, and so she did her research before she joined. She didn't just hop right in. She did sort of, but she's not just, didn't just come in trusting. She knew her stuff beforehand, and when she came in, it just sort of added to that aspect of her knowledge and how she runs her life. So I'm just tickled she's on my team. So anyways, let's see what I can do here. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm Christy Malone, and I started Plexus in the fall, September 2014, and I sort of just wanted an overall health bump. Like, I was tired of really working hard to lose weight. We were trying for baby number 2, which wasn't coming very well at all. So, and as soon as I got on all the products, and I jumped right in as an ambassador, my hormones regulated, my periods regulated. Even early in the spring, they took quite a few tests because I had mentioned I had PCOS and infertility issues. And those tests came back for the 2 that they took for PCOS came back in the normal ranges. So a way you can look at that is that I didn't have PCOS on paper. And then shortly thereafter, we became pregnant with our second baby. And that's significant because we've been off of birth control since 2009. And my last child, my oldest, I'm pregnant now, and I'm due in a month and a half. I feel like I could have him any time because I feel so big. But anyways, with Conrad, my first one, I had to be on metformin, which is a diet, usually given to diabetics to balance blood sugars and help with insulin resistance. So I knew the Slim does that. It balances your blood sugars. Your gut always needs help. So I think everything just sort of came in line. And I also got on the X factor because vitamin deficiency can also affect fertility. So, so I'm tickled pink. My life is forever changed because of Plexus. It's also been a very nice side business, super easy to do from home, super easy to do from a smartphone. Honestly, I can be more honest with people. Like, it's not a candle I'm selling or lipstick or nail polish. I feel like everyone needs a quality of life. No one wants to feel like garbage. And so I feel like Plexus is really giving people's quality of life back. And I think that is huge and almost like should be a human right. So I just feel like promoting these products, telling people about these products is just natural after, especially if you've been affected too about it. It's just so great. Anyway, so that's not even all it's done for me, but I'm going to stop there because we really want to get into the training. I want to hear about the training from Sandi here. So Sandi, what did they give you? What did they give everyone yesterday? Where were you?
We were at the Dallas Hyatt Regency, and first of all, I want to say that I've been to a large event like this with another network marketing company, and it was total chaos. And when we walked in, it was just awesome. There was a huge line, and I was not anywhere near the front, and I was literally checked in and in my seat in less than 10 minutes. It was an amazing thing. So that just first impressed me with the way that Plexus handles things. As we walked in the door, we received these two items. Hope you can see them there. They're there.
Yeah.
And have your pretty success kit here with Plexus written on the front, and it's texturized. I feel like some. And this wonderful card here. So we get there. They won't let us open them. We all have to sit down, and there's like a party going on in the room. And there were 1,800 ambassadors in this room. So you can imagine a lot of Plexus people in one room. Everyone was wonderful. Everyone was classy. And I posted the pictures on our team page. I thought it was hilarious that the line at the water cooler was non-existent and the line at the Slim cooler was bad. Like, that's funny.
Free Slim. It's like the Fountain of Youth has opened up.
And then the water is like nobody over there, you know. That was pretty funny. We'll go right into the success kit. That's what the whole thing yesterday was based on, was the success kit. We had 2 Sapphire ambassadors presenting in Dallas, and they were both awesome. It was a lot of fun. 4 hours, very fast paced, no breaks, but that was great. First of all, when you sign up now, the new ambassadors will get this kit, our new success kit from Plexus. I think they start shipping out with any ambassador that signs up on the 19th of this month or later, I think is the date that they quoted. And then all ambassadors can order one actually starting in February for yourself, or you can order multiples and use them for whatever use you would like to. We're going to see if you can hear this. This is the first little thing that you'll get in your new success kit. And it's a card. Listen up. Are you going to talk for me?
I'm Carl Robinson, your CEO. And on behalf of everyone here at Home Office in Scottsdale, Arizona, and our ambassadors across the globe, we're glad you're joining the team. We can't wait to see where you're going to go with this opportunity. Congratulations on joining the One Plexus family, and ask yourself this: what if this could change everything?
Could you hear?
Nice, yes.
Okay. All right. So that was the first little thing that we got, and that will be in all the kits. There is a video, a CD that was not in our kits for Super Saturday, but they'll be mailing those out, and they will be in the kits that ship later. And I'll tell you about some of the videos that were in those. Basically, yesterday, the whole Super Saturday was based on this kit and using it as your roadmap in your own training, in your existing business if you're an existing ambassador with some experience, or if you're just getting started. It's quick guide in how you can get your business started. And then for experienced ambassadors to kind of show us how that we can start using this to train our new ambassadors.
Oh, interesting.
You open it up and it's magnetized. Sorry?
I said, oh, interesting.
Okay. All right. It's magnetized, so it stays closed. Nice sturdy box instead of something flimsy. The first thing you're going to find when you open it up is the quick start guide. And it says, open me first. And when you do that, it has 10 steps of how to get started with your Plexus business. And just to quickly go over them, because we'll go over them a little more when we open up another book, and we'll discuss some of the training that we actually did yesterday. Quickly, be a product of the product, get to know your new ambassador success kit, state your why, set your goals, connect with your sponsor, make your Franks list, set up some 3-way face-to-face gatherings, set up your back office, explore the Plexus Learning Center, and get connected and stay connected. So that's your first step.
So Sandy, do you know what Franks mean? Can you explain to us what Franks is? Make sure Franks list.
Franks list. Oh, let me find it. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighborhood, and kids. Your kids' activities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the next book in our list, our box, our success kit. There we go. Okay. And when you open it up, the table of contents basically has those 10 items that we just talked about. And all through the book, you can tell it's bright and colorful, and it's going to give you your training on those 10 items in more detail. And that's basically what we covered yesterday, so we'll get back to this in just a minute after I show you just what else is in the box. Our compensation plan, a quick guide to teach you about that. There's also a video that will be on the DVD when that comes that we viewed yesterday, and it has some of our top ambassadors explaining in a very simple manner each of the ways, the 11 ways that we earn money with Plexus. And it was very, very good, because I think that is a big source of some confusion with newer ambassadors, and the DVD really made that very clear of how we get paid, as well as this little guide. One of the things that everyone was super excited about are these new product cards. They come in a little pouch, and you pull them out, and there's one for each and every product. There we go. And we'll look at just one real quick. The first one I have here, and I'm going to show you this one because I was excited about the new packaging that I noticed on here. Let's see if you can see this. New body cream packaging. You see?
Oh, I was wondering when they're going to revamp that bottle.
Yes. BioCleanse and what else is BioCleanse and Probio are still their old ones, but I'm wondering the same thing. Anyway, this is what the card looks like.
Perfect.
It gives you just a brief little information about it. On the back, it tells you some specific things to say when you're presenting your products. Just real quickly, it says features the power of spirulina algae. Is that how we say that? Rich blend of aloe, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil, lavender oil, rosacea oil. Revitalizes the skin all over in the entire body for both men and women. And then it says what you might say: I began to see the effects of my aging on my skin a while ago with Plexus body cream. My skin appears renewed. Let me show you. Do you ever feel like your skin is just drying up? I do. That's why I love Plexus body cream. It makes a difference in the feel and appearance of my skin. So that's just a product card, basically to teach new ambassadors just something quick about each and every product that they can have just a general knowledge very quickly.
Yeah,
So,
because I'm sure all that information is in the back office, but sometimes it's nice to have something right in front of you and like more in your hands.
Exactly. And when you're doing a presentation, especially at first and you're just learning, You have something right in your hand and you can quickly get to that. Then in the box are these opportunity presentation little booklets. There's quite a few of them here. See that? And this is going to present the Plexus opportunity. If you're doing just a quick presentation face-to-face with someone. And what's really exciting, right here on the front cover, who do we see?
Our very own Melissa Eichenhorst, who is a diamond, our diamond upline, everybody.
Yes, and I met Melissa, a month and a half ago, and she is wonderful, and it was just great to meet a diamond. And yesterday, too, in the meeting, like I said, I've been to a meeting with another company, and it was just great to see how the jewels in Plexus were right out there with everybody. Just like, because Plexus has an amazing opportunity, and we have some people that have worked really hard and built their way up in this business, and they weren't separated from us commoners like me. They were right among us, and they're so down to earth and friendly and eager to help you in your own business, and that was just great. And let's see, we went over the comp site. Oh, the last thing, or not the last thing in the box, but one more little thing, a few thank you cards they put in there for your postcards.
Oh, nice.
There they
There you
go.
go.
There's a band. It's a stack of a few of them for you to send out, thanking people, new customers, or if someone took the time to sit down with you and let you go over everything with them, to send those out. And I'm assuming that all of these little things, these tools, will be available for us to purchase in the back office later. And the last thing that was in here, and I took it out in my jewelry box now, was the pretty little bracelet that I posted a picture of yesterday. It says it's a bangle.
Silver.
Yes.
That was really cute.
Yes.
The first person I saw with it on was David Stratham.
Yes. Yes. I saw him post. Sure. Okay, so quickly we will go over the things that we actually learned yesterday, and I'm going right through the what's it called here? The Let's Get You Started guide, and they called this our roadmap to success. So that's what we're going to go through. The first chapter is on the power of network marketing. Basically, we went through just a quick explanation of why network marketing is so effective, and that is basically, we've all talked about that before, basically just the fact that we're out there among people. We talked about you're sharing, you're not selling, you're sharing. Chapter 2, that's where we focused a lot of our attention on. Your why. Your why is so important. Why are you doing this? Obviously, that's going to change as you grow in Plexus. You may start out like many of our ambassadors, and like I myself did, I simply just want the products. And then you may decide that you want to add a few people, just get few preferred customers so that you can pay for your own products. And that may grow into, I want to provide for my family. There were so many jewels that spoke yesterday that were like, I just wanted to make $1,000 so I could stay home with my kids. And now they make well more than $1,000.
It's ridiculous, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't think comparatively, like I almost stepped into a whole nother network marketing business. Like it was definitely between one or the other. And I remember the other one was like, our sign up fee is like $100 just to sign up. And it's because a certain percentage goes to charity. I'm like, I'd rather get that money and tie it to my church or give to the charity I want. Who are you to tell me what charity to give to? It sounds nice, but it's sort of like Plexus is smart because they put the comp plan and the money from that into the hands of their ambassadors. And I think that's really a part of why they're so successful.
Right. And there were several there that were talking about how they actually started Plexus for the opportunity only. and they had researched thoroughly the compensation plans from so many different companies, and Plexus just really outshines the rest. And I even know that from the other that I was involved in, when they called up their top earners in the company, when I was there and had their top earners walking across the stage, they're making less than a third of what the top earners in Plexus are earning. And so that just stands out right there. And then the fact that you can actually even re-enter under yourself once you reach diamond is just something that's not available, I don't believe, in any other company.
Yeah, wow. Wow. Well, we'll get there, Sandi.
We will.
All right.
Okay, so stay high and realize, of course, that that's going to change, and write it down. That was so important, and write it down. Because I know I am certainly guilty of having a bad day, a bad week in my business, and then I suddenly am just like, I'm just unmotivated because it's not going well, and you need that why in front of you every single day. Have it somewhere written down, posted where you can see it. The next part in the action was, of course, then writing your goals based on your why. And again, those are going to adapt. They're going to change. Write them new every week, month, whatever that takes. Have a daily goal, your daily to-do list. What are you going to get done? Create your Frank's list. And we talked about that just a minute ago, the different contacts that involves. And then work through it. And they talked about, especially when you're new, don't start with your dream team as your contacts. Present to other people first, so you kind of have that time to get your experience and your presentation and your skills before you go to that person that is on your dream team. Your dream team is the people that you want on your team. And so kind of polish yourself before you approach them.
That's a really interesting tip, actually. I didn't even think about that. That's a really good tip.
Yes. Use your upline for your support. You start off, you're not going to know everything. And even when you do know more, you're going to still need your upline. So don't be afraid to go contact your upline. And I want to encourage people to do this, because what I've seen is, our upline, most of them are very scheduled in how much time they put into their business each day, because it can easily overtake your day. But that's not the goal here. Most of us are wanting to be able to work from home and control our time and have that freedom to ourselves. So your upline, they're busy. And if you need them, you need to go to them. Not that they don't want to help you, because they do. They are so eager to help you learn and grow. But they are out there watering the seeds that are seeking them. And the ones that have fallen by the wayside, if you're not actively working your business, and if you're not looking and asking for their help, they may not even know that you want help. So you have to reach out and ask for it. That was one of the main things that we covered yesterday, is nobody's going to work your business for you. You have to do it. You have to step out. And they talked about so many times, well, my business isn't growing, and nobody's working their business for me. And they're like, well, how many people have you contacted? Well, 3. You can't contact 3 and expect your business to grow. It's a numbers game.
Well, and also I heard a good piece of, sorry, Sandi, a good piece of advice is like, if you're having a down day, go to your upline. Don't complain to your new ambassadors that just got on, because you're going to discourage them. Take your problems up and be your positive self down. Not to be fake, but if you want to build your team for the sake of your team, take your problems up and then be positive with your team and your downline. It's just something that is always good.
Right, and I agree with that totally. We're all going to have bad days, and when we have bad days, go to your upline, not your downline. And don't get on your Facebook page and complain about it.
Yeah, save the drama for your mama over the phone.
All right, of course, we just talked basically, be consistent. Be consistent in your business. You can work your business part-time, but you can work it sometimes. And then focus on income producing activity. And over, that is stated, you know, we can waste so much time. I'm personally guilty, wasting time on Facebook, wasting time doing whatever. And like they said, you can certainly schedule that time. But when you are on Facebook or on social media or whatever to work your business and don't be wasting time. And we talked about color coding your calendar for the day and having certain amounts of time that are to work your Plexus business, and that time is not to be scrolling your wall. Whatever.
Yeah, I hear you. Your news feed.
Right. All right, moving on to chapter 3, and I know a lot of this is quick, but we could be here for 4 hours like we were yesterday, and even then we felt like we were really rushed. So.
Well, I think I'm just going to decide to have you do the recap only, and I'll make a separate video about the back office. So let's not even worry about that.
Okay. All right, next is customer care. And again, the basis there was we're building relationships. We're not selling. We're sharing our experiences, sharing our products. She went over and over, never, ever post your link on your Facebook page. You're sharing stories, you're sharing your experiences, you're not out there posting your link for everybody. You share that privately when someone shows some interest. Follow up with people that have shown interest, and then follow up with your customers because they may be having a problem that they may not reach out to you, and then they're going to quit next month because they didn't use the products in the manner to succeed. So always be following up with your customers. And as she said, your ambassadors are your customers as well. So always be following up with them. Do that on a regular basis, however you need to schedule that. I'm trying to get a little more organized in that myself in like dating things, so I know what day I want to follow up with people. Next was social media and your online business, and we just did some general, making sure that you're staying compliant, and that's just something that we all have to learn. Plexus doesn't claim to cure any diseases, and your social media etiquette was a big one. Like we said, be positive on your personal Facebook page. Don't get on there griping about being tired. Don't get on there when you're sick and post about how terribly sick you are. You're a Plexus ambassador, and you're not trying to be fake. But if you're building up the negative, then you're not focusing on the positive benefits. I mean, we're all going to get sick at some time. And we're all, like we said, going to have bad days. But when someone has several people in their newsfeed posting about Plexus, when they decide to try the products, they're probably going to be going with the person that's more positive. So don't be posting negativity on your Facebook page, and try to stay away from hot topics because, again, people probably are not going to buy from you if you're posting some, hot controversial topics all the time. Let's see, Facebook. Spread the word. Just make sure that you're posting regularly. This is stuff that we pretty much know. I'm sorry I keep looking away, but I'm looking at my notes. Create relationships. A lot of times we contact people and we give our spiel right away about Plexus, and it's really better to start off, build some relationships with them via message, and maybe you don't discuss Plexus for months. Focus on them. It's all about them. That was the main thing, is it's all about them. It's 20% you, 80% them. Selfies, progress, photos. Let's see. Stay connected. Be in your team groups. That's going to be a great source for you in finding things to post. Your Facebook events. Try to do your own events, and that's something that we're doing right here, but also just get, like we did, or we were doing the Unwrapped events back in December, just things like that. Get your own going, because people don't always want to see something from someone that they don't know that you added them to. Do your own, because your friends want to hear from you. And then, of course, on Messenger, when you're messaging people, this is a tip that I had seen not too long ago, and it was something they brought up yesterday, and it's now in the success guide. When you send a Facebook message to someone, follow it up immediately with a voice message, because hearing the excitement in your voice about your products and your experience is what's going to create excitement in them, and we don't always get that across in a text message. So give your information in the text message and then follow it up with just a quick couple of lines in a voice memo. And we discussed that, let's see, was it Snapchat is probably going to be the new Facebook soon. They're saying, yes, Snapchat apparently is being taken over by adults, and they're saying that that's probably the way that we are going to be going more. So become familiar, that really encouraging us to become familiar with Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter and all of these other forms of social media, because they're taking off more in those areas, and we need to be familiar with them. So start learning now.
Okay.
The next chapter is on events, new ambassadors and old ambassadors. First of all, the new ambassadors try to immediately get a launch party going. As she was talking about yesterday, if you opened up a bakery, you would have a grand opening. This is your business. And Plexus is changing lives. So get excited and have your launch party, be it an in-home sip and see, or a meetup at the coffee shop with your best friends or whatever, and just let people know what you're doing, because you would do that if any other business that you started. Try to get to convention. That's where leaders are born, and try to get there. This year we're going to Las Vegas. Tickets went on sale yesterday afternoon. Was it for $79, I think, for discounted tickets?
$79.90 something, I think.
So $80.
Yeah, and then it goes up to about $100 after this month.
Right. So try to get that.
But just so you know, they run a convention, not competition, but basically, if you're building your business, you'll get extra points for this extra convention thing. And honestly, I didn't even think about it. I earned back my convention fee. I actually didn't even go, and I felt, well, because I'm in England, for those of you who know. But I was like, oh shoot, that would have been fun. But it really, honestly, it's really they try to make it so like you can at least earn back that through some sensible, business building activities. So.
Right. And then, of course, you have the opportunity to earn your travel expenses and things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So do your best to get there. And then, of course, the opportunity events that we always see posted on our group, our team pages, try to get some of those. Start trying to do your own. I can tell you personally, the first few months I was doing my Plexus business, I did some online events, but I finally had the opportunity to go to a live event, and that was a real game changer for me, was to actually, because there are no Plexus ambassadors right near me that I personally knew, and go into a live event and seeing, first of all, how the meeting was done was a very good example for me. But two, it just really lit a fire in me for my business, and to meet, like I said, some of those people that are really doing this business and being successful in it, and see that they're real people, and we can do this too, because they're no different or better than I am, and they have no more skills than I do. It's just learning it and doing it. And so that was a big game changer for me. So get to those meetings and get to them regularly, because then they keep you motivated. Chapter 6 is about sharing Plexus, and the first thing they talk about is your elevator speech. And I think we've also called that a 30-minute presentation or whatever, but your elevator speech. And hers yesterday was great. She said, people ask, what do you do, or what is Plexus? And you simply say, I work for a health and wellness company that focuses on feeling better, being more energetic based on your gut health and blood sugars. And then, of course, at the end of that, add, do you know anyone that has these issues and can use my products? Because you just always end with a question. You get them to communicate with you. And so that was our homework. Write down your elevator speech.
Okay. I might write that down then. Okay.
We had several things of homework, and I'll make sure I try to work those in here. They were write down your why, write down your goals, learn how to use other social media forms that you're not familiar with.
Hey, Sandy, maybe we can, I think maybe we should keep it maybe like about 2 or 3 more minutes. But how about we do a post on our team page of those homework assignments, and we can maybe post them when we do them?
Okay, then I'll try to hurry through the next few things. All right, next was talk to strangers, because I know I'm shy and I don't talk to strangers. When you hear people around you talking about how they don't feel good, all you got to do is say, I know how you feel. I used to feel that way, but I feel so much better now. And then wait for them to ask you a question. And when you're checking out at the store and they ask for your email address, I don't know if you deal with that over there. They always want our email address or our phone number. Hand them your business card. And you hand them your business card, and when they try to hand it back to you, just say, no, you keep that.
Clever.
Yeah, learn how to block objections before they have the chance to present them. And there's training out there. We don't have time to go into it right now, but there's training out there on objections that you're going to commonly hear in Plexus. And she even talked about how maybe we need to come up with the most common objections, and we need to get some answers to those of how we can help our ambassadors learn how to deal with those up front. Schedule meetups with people face to face. Don't just focus on social media. Try to get with people in person or get them on the phone and talk to them. Try to have some samples with you this 3-day and 7-day, because a lot of times people will quickly hand you, was it $12, $13 or $25, but they may be more, not as apt to just commit quickly to ordering something online or starting off with a whole month of products. So try to keep those on you, and you can pass those out in person. And she said, and don't give them away. Very rarely did she say she gives things away, because our products have value. And that was something that I struggled with in my other businesses. We gave out so many samples. I think we actually did damage, because people then just saw our product as something that wasn't a value. Why build a team was the next chapter, building a team and why you should do that. The power of 3, and I want to cover this really quickly. I'm sorry, my husband's over here making me laugh. The power of 3, very quickly, I was in a room of 1,800 ambassadors. She picked one ambassador, and she said, now tag 3 people. And she said, congratulations, you're a silver ambassador. Now y'all go pick 3 people. And they did. And then 3 more, everybody, those tagged 3 more. And soon she's like, congratulations, you're a gold ambassador. And she went on, and within minutes, I mean, literally, she was like, you're an emerald. And in under 3 or 4 minutes, the whole room of 1,800 people is standing up, and she's like, oh, you're a double diamond. That's it. It really, it's not just you. You have to train your team, but you have to learn how to do it yourself. But that's why you build a team, because just sharing the products is not going to get you where you want to be if you're doing Plexus for business. Sponsor opportunities everywhere you go. Get involved in your community. If you run out of prospects, get involved in something else. And that was a big thing. She's like, I'll never run out of prospects, because you're always changing where you're going in life, and you consider every new thing that you do a new opportunity to meet people and make relationships and get to know people and share your products. Chapter 8 was product knowledge, and just the best thing that I can say that she said out of that whole chapter was pick one product each week and thoroughly study the ingredients in that product, what it can do for you, what those ingredients can do beyond just what we generally talk about with Plexus. A lot of the ingredients in our products can do so much more, but you have to have that knowledge before you can share it. And chapter 9 was a compensation plan, and I won't go into that other than that's covered thoroughly on the DVD that will be coming with your success kit, and there's lots of information about that. So
yeah, and I can easily post a video about, there's a couple of really good compensation videos out there now, and I'm sure that that new one will be on YouTube soon enough. So
yes.
we get that to you as soon as we find it. But thank you so much, Sandi, and I hope you didn't feel too rushed. There's so much to learn, and it's, you know, that's why I always watch videos like any other person's training video online, just because every time I watch one, I take something away and apply it. So
Right.
I just hope our team is blessed by this. They listen in, and they can apply a few of these things. But we'll definitely be doing a post. Sandi will help me with this, on some homework we can do right now, which will be great. I'll be all in on that one too. So anyways, but we're gonna say goodbye. I will do a quick video on how to access getting into your back office and accessing how to buy from yourself, your commission, how to manage your customers when you do get a few friends buying from you, that kind of thing. I'll do that later. Anyways, I hope you all have a good Sunday, and thanks so much, Sandi. It's good to see your face.
Good to see you.
And we'll all be in touch. So bye.